Welcome to another new episode of the Get Organised with Declutter Me podcast with myself, Shalina. I hope you're well wherever you are in the world. Today, we have a bulk-sized topic for you. I'm going to be talking about buying in bulk, the pros, the cons, and how to declutter the mess. So grab your shopping carts. We're about to tackle that mountain of bulk head on. So now I know we've all been tempted by the allure of massive savings and the convenience of having a stockpile of essentials at home. But is it always a good idea? I'm going to break it down today. So first, let's talk about the pros. So one is this cost savings. So saving money is a top priority for many of us, and buying in bulk can be a strategic way to do it. So when you purchase large quantities, you often pay less per unit, and it translates to significant savings over time. You can consider this, especially if you've got a big family, if you go for a lot of pasta, you buy a 5 kilo bag at a lower price per kilo, it adds up to a substantial saving. Also, there's the convenience. So convenience it can't be overstated. No one enjoys the stress of running out of essentials right when you need them most. So a well-stocked pantry gives you a peace of mind knowing that you can't be caught off guard by an empty toilet roll or a lack of laundry detergent or pasta. Also, it reduces the amount of packaging waste. So every time you buy a small, individually packed item, you're contributing to the plastic waste problem. So buying in bulk, on the other hand, means fewer individual packages. You can often find bulk items stored in larger, more eco-friendly containers, or you can bring your own reusable containers to refill at certain stores, which is a fantastic way to minimize waste. I'm hoping that they start to do that more and more as well in the UAE, but I have seen it in the UK and America already, which is just amazing. Tailoring your purchases to your specific needs is a crucial aspect of buying in bulk. It's a personalized shopping experience that allows you to cater to your household requirements. So if you have a growing family, you can stock up on things like diapers and baby formula. And on the flip side, if you're a single person or a couple, you can still benefit from buying in bulk by selecting smaller quantities of your favorite items. This one is about emergency preparedness. So that's more especially for America and even for Brits as well. So it's and even in Europe, and it's worth emphasizing. So imagine you're facing, with a sudden power outage or a storm that disrupts your regular shopping routine. Having a stockpile of essential items can be a game changer. So you won't have to venture out in difficult weather, and you'll have the supplies you need to weather that storm, both literally and figuratively. So now we've talked about the pros, let's talk about the cons, especially focusing on that clutter element. So first, the space invaders. So we've all been there. You buy in bulk, you're excited about the savings, and then you realize your home looks more like a warehouse than a living space. Your pantry shelves are overflowing, and your garage or a storeroom is a mass of bulk buys. This is a space invader issue, and it's a significant drawback to buying in bulk. Also, buying in bulk, it's a problem if you have limited shelf space. So, not all products can sit on the shelves indefinitely, and perishable items like fresh produce or dairy may expire before you consume them. Even non-perishable items like flour or spices can lose their potency over time, leading to waste and money and resources. There's also that risk of impulse purchases, which is more significant when you buy in bulk. That buy one, get one free deal might seem irresistible, leading you to stock up on items you wouldn't typically buy. And these impulse purchases can clutter your home and your budget. Another issue with buying in bulk is countertop clutter. It can become quickly overwhelming when you buy in bulk and it's on the counter space. Your kitchen has to be a joyful place. It needs to be efficient. It can't be space crowded with giant bags of rice, paper towels, pasta, oversized cereal boxes. It's just not great. Managing your inventory becomes a logistical nightmare when you're buying in bulk. It's easy to forget what you have stockpiled, leading to duplicates and even more clutter. So without proper organization and systems in place, your bulk buying can turn into a really chaotic mess. The initial investment required for buying in bulk is worth discussing in more detail. So while it's true that you're purchasing large quantities can be a saving in the long run, it can also be a financial strain up front. So not everyone can afford to drop a significant amount of cash to bulk buy. So it's essential to consider your budget before diving into bulk buying. So we've discussed the pros and cons in depth. So let's explore the decluttering strategies and storage solutions for bulk items. So when you do buy in bulk, take inventory. Consider creating a digital inventory using apps or spreadsheet programs. These tools can help you to keep track of expiration dates, quantities, and even the store where you purchase the items. It's a more comprehensive way to manage your bulk inventory efficiently. Create zones for those bulk items. So it just goes beyond the pantry. Consider other storage areas like a dedicated closet or shelving unit in your garage. The key is to make sure everything has its designated place and it reduces the chances of clutter spilling into other parts of your home. When buying in bulk, use clear containers. So, you can get great ones for rice, for flour. It keeps your items fresh and protected. And, especially when you buy airtight ones. So it extends their shelf life as well. And plus, you can see them in less than 5 seconds. Also, if you have a label machine, you can label these items so you know what's inside all of them. Think strategically about where you store your bulk items. So keep frequently used items within easy reach and less commonly used items on higher shelves or in less accessible areas. This approach minimizes your daily clutter and ensures you have what you need easily. Also, think about rotating your stock. So make it a habit to regularly review your inventory, set reminders in your calendar to check expiration dates, and use items that are nearing their limits. This proactive approach helps you to minimize waste and keep your stockpile fresh. If you do find yourself with an excess of bulk items that you don't use or don't want to store, consider donating them to local charities, to food banks, or to shelters. It's a wonderful way to declutter and it also makes a positive impact on your community. It also makes you reconsider buying in bulk certain items, especially if you're giving them away. So, let me talk about some of my real life experiences with clients as well to help you with dealing with the bulk and see what my clients have done as well. So, a lot of clients, when they buy in bulk, and especially when things are going off, they consider creating family meal plans to ensure that they use up that perishable items before they go bad. This is especially useful for fruit and veg if you buy them in bulk. So it prevents food wastage, but also saves you money on groceries. Some of my clients have shared their success with subscription services that deliver bulk items on a regular schedule. This approach can help you manage your stockpile more efficiently as you receive just the right amount of items you need without the hassle of in-store shopping. Others have adopted other DIY storage solutions like turning unused closets into bulk item storage rooms, adding shelves, clear containers, and labeling places so they can understand where everything is and can store it all efficiently. So, before I wrap up this episode, let's delve into the psychology of buying in bulk. Understanding why we're drawn to these deals can help us make more informed choices. So, one driving factor behind bulk buying is the fear of missing out or FOMO. So, when we see a sale or a limited time offer, we worry that we regret not taking advantage of it. This FOMO can lead to impulsive bulk purchases that we may not actually need. Another psychological factor is the illusion of savings. So when we see that big savings label, we often focus on what we're saving rather than what we're spending. Retailers know this and use it to to their advantage to encourage us to buy more. Lastly, stockpiling can provide a sense of security. It's a way to prepare for the unknown, whether it's a future financial hardship or a natural disaster. However, it's essential to strike a balance between preparedness and excessive accumulation, which is what can happen with bulk buying. So think about these things when you are buying. Do you need to buy? Do you have the money to buy? And do you have the space to buy these things and to store them away? If you have all of this in your mind, then it can be worthwhile buying in bulk. But think about these things when you are buying. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Get Organised with Declutter Me. I hope you found these tips on bulk buying and decluttering helpful. If you have any questions or need further guidance, don't hesitate to reach out to me on my website or on social media. As always, I really do appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. It helps me to reach more people and to provide more content to you, which can be valuable in your life. Until then, thanks again and stay organized. Take care. Bye.